Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So today, finally, we're gonna get this guy working. That's what it says now. So I know a few people, it says the exact same thing. Bad battery and the charging light is flashing. So some people were saying that like I'm like making this up or like doing it for views. I've heard that a few times and it's just kind of crazy because like for a YouTuber like me, there's not really much money in it. I make videos just for fun. I always have. It's got nothing to do, like I don't make videos just like a clickbait video just for people to watch it. I literally haven't driven this car in like whatever, like 2 weeks. I mean, other than just a couple times because the battery's not reliable. And I wouldn't do that just for views. I mean, it's crazy. Like when I started up right now, you guys can compare the mileage from the last times I started up. And you'll know that I'm not full of it. Like I really haven't driven the car because it's really broken. All right, let's see if it'll turn on. I hope it will. I'll disconnect the charger. Don't want anything bad to happen if I could avoid it. All right, let's see if it'll turn on. Okay, well there's your answer. It's definitely a no. Not clickbait, not lying, not like pretending for videos. The car is actually dead. The battery's actually dead. Like I can't make this up. Like it's the idea that I would like fabricate an issue and pretend that the car has a problem that it doesn't just so I can make 20 bucks after spending like hours editing the video and filming it. Come on, give me a break. Let's hope this thing can hold a load because I got a bunch of junk in there. So we've got our battery here. I'm gonna start just by taking this guy out. So I got the terminals off. Next we're gonna remove this little strap thing. This is kind of an interesting one. I've never really seen a car with like this type of setup. Now we're gonna remove this battery tray thing and more on that in just 1 second. Got this out. Should be able to pull the battery out now. And take the little vent, which we're not going to need for the new battery because it's sealed. Alright, we got our old battery here and the new one right there. I'll get that open in just a second. Just a comparison again, this is a Group 49 battery and this is the factory one, which is a group something. I'll put it on the screen. But it's clearly a smaller battery. So the Odyssey is bigger, heavier. My wife's factory battery weighed 45 pounds and the Odyssey weighs 60, so that should be the same in my case. So it's a 15-pound upgrade, not upgrade, but increase in weight. But for that 15 pounds, you get a significantly higher reserve capacity, bigger battery, more cranking amps. I mean, everything about this battery is better. So it should work better in the cold. It's a deep cycle battery, meaning it can be cycled down as low as 20% and then charge back up. So you can use up to 80% of the battery for a certain amount of time, like, I don't know, like 500 cycles or something like that before it completely trashes the battery. And these you can only use like 20%, 30% before you really start having problems. Like you drain them down just a couple times and they're pretty unreliable. So what this actually is a police battery upgrade. So I got this from moparparts.com. It was really annoying because they were late in getting it to me. But this is the battery tie down for the police version. And I'll put all the part information on the screen. I know the lighting is not the best right here, but basically it's just a smaller tie down. We can do a direct comparison. So you see here, this is the factory tie down, and this is the new tie down, and this is for the police battery. So this, like as I said, the car can take the bigger battery just from the factory for the civilian version, they don't put it in there because people don't need that much power. But police run like more stuff, so they need the bigger Group 49 battery. But in our case, what it means is that we can put the bigger battery in and have more power, like the police, and the car will accommodate it. So you can see it's the same thing, it's just shorter. So really no major difference. And there's actually a hole and everything for it already as well. You see there's 2 holes here. Let me show this in detail just in case anyone's interested in doing this. You have 2 holes here. This is where the factory one went. As such, like that, using that further hole. And then this new one, which is a genuine Dodge part, like it's not anything aftermarket, it's just a battery tie down. I think it was like, I don't know, like 15 bucks for it or something like that. So this one will go on that other hole, which is further back, and do the exact same thing and just tie down the battery. So I got 2 of them because I'm going to need to do my wife's car also. So thanks for whoever mentioned that, because after I did my wife's car, I was noticing the battery wasn't like super stable. And I was like, yeah, this seems a little sketch. It's supposed to hold this battery, so, you know, WTF. And I did a little bit of research and I figured out that it was the police thing and you need the police bracket, which makes perfect sense. And yeah, so this is, I mean, as long as you have this bracket, this is a super simple upgrade. Even if you don't have the bracket, it'll still work, but your battery might just flop around a little bit more than you'd like it to. All right, we got the battery in there. Odyssey battery has the same tie down spots on the sides of the battery as this. Just to give an example, what I'm talking about is this little lip right here on the bottom of the battery. This one has the same thing. It's probably like some sort of standard thing. So obviously it's hard to get this down in here. Okay, that's on. Let me show you here. So you can see it's just a tie down, pretty simple, and the battery should be held in there pretty good now. So there's just a spot on the top of the clamp up here that this thing ties into or just hooks onto. Then you tighten it. Real simple. Alrighty. Look at that, nice and tied down. And these terminals seem to be just a tad thicker than the other ones, so I'm just stretching out the connector. Alright, so there you have it. This is a Group 49 police battery upgrade. You know, I'm having problems with it running out, and now I trust that I won't, because I've got a lot more power. Not only is the battery bigger, but it's better, dry cell. Now the only downside to that is these batteries are $400, and I know I got one for my wife's car and for my car, but you know, there's always something to be said for reliability. I mean, sure, I do realize that these batteries have like a 2-year free replacement, like at least this one does, and I'm sure that one does too. And these had my car for just over a year now, or I think I just hit a year, so that's only a year old, and this one's not even a few months old. So there's something to be said about the reliability aspect, like knowing that you're not gonna, you know, knowing that the car is gonna turn on when you go out there, and you know, that's at least not turn on because of something trivial like a battery. And putting a new stock battery in or stock type battery in for a couple $100, or putting a new factory battery, getting Dodge to put another one in, like I don't see the point of that, because unless there's something defective about both of these batteries, which I'm doubting, I'm pretty sure that my wife and I killed the batteries. Now how we did that, I don't know. Maybe You know, she has been known to leave the car on. I don't know, maybe lights were left on. I know in mine, I like to charge stuff, and I left a couple power banks charging. I didn't really want to admit it, but I actually came out to the car and swapped the batteries when I needed them for my camera. I took the charged ones out and put two new dead ones in for this camera that I'm on right now. But I've done that forever. Like, I've done that like a lot. I figured that the car's battery was plenty to charge like two, you know, whatever, 2,000 or 3,000 milliamp batteries a couple times. And I think I just did that too many times, and I stressed the battery too much and killed it. With a new battery, I can do that and not kill it. It'll do that just fine. As long as I don't bring it down so low that I won't turn on the car, which is harder to do, like, everything should be better. Because we're going driving, because this thing's gonna start. So it's at 12.3 volts, which I think is the same thing my wife's was at when we did it, but let me fire it up. And look at that, jumped straight to 14.5 volts, 14.4 volts. You remember when it was the stock battery, it was just like 13.9, 13.8 because it probably wasn't charging. Now, are all my presets gone? Okay, that works. Okay. I just turned off the screen so I wouldn't have any copyright issues with that music that was playing, but now it doesn't seem to want to turn on. Probably gonna reboot the car. Oh, there it goes. Okay, turned on this time. Let me make sure it'll do in reverse. Okay, so the reverse isn't working. That's good. Reverse. All right, time for a reboot. Okay, reverse still isn't working. Let me just drive around a little bit. Look at that voltage. So powerful. Alright, so I just got back from a little drive and the reverse still isn't working, so I'm gonna try to turn it off completely, let everything calm down. There you go, you're all off. All right, fire them back up. Let's try reverse. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alrighty, I'm just gonna park this. I'm just gonna leave this in here for a little bit before I lose my mind. Oh, I can't even tell how far I'm in the garage because I can't see. Okay, I just turned it on again to give it another look-see to make sure I wasn't going crazy. And what do you know, I'm not. It's not working. So the whole big deal with putting the car in the garage is like I have stuff in the front that I could potentially run it into. I usually park it up a lot closer than this. So I guess this is good. Alright, that's going to be it for now. I don't know what's going on in the reverse. I just really don't feel like screwing with it right now. I'll probably do a little bit of research and see why that possibly could be. Maybe reset the battery again, just unplug it, plug it back in. I would prefer it to work, not making it up. If everybody would prefer, I guess I could just not say anything and just wait until it's working and then just pretend it never broke. But, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. That's it for now. Be sure to like and subscribe. Going to be following up on that. And, yeah. But the car works now, so expect more. Because it'll at least turn on. I can deal with no reverse camera, I think. Peace.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Brother escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the cam girl.